Good morning, children. We had been studying cash book. So today's our question is a very small question I have taken because I have seen few mistakes that you people have committed yesterday. Okay. So the first point which is given in your question is cash in hand. Now cash in hand, students, as you all know, that it is your opening balance of cash. Acha, one thing I have told you people very clearly, that opening balance is always represented through balance brought down, and closing balance is always represented through balance carried down. So now, since it is our opening balance of cash, what we are supposed to do here is we'll go to opening balance and we'll write to balance brought down. Sorry, balance brought down. To or by, let's just check it out. Acha, this is our cash book. So if you guys would remember that we have discussed that cash is a asset, and assets always having which balance? So we have discussed that assets always having debit balance. Now since it's a asset and assets are always having debit balance, what we'll do here is we'll go to debit side of cash book. See here, we are on debit side of cash book and we'll write here to balance brought down. Now did you remember why 2? 2 is because this is on the debit side. As we have discussed that debit side is always represented through 2 and credit side is always represented through by. So since it was our opening balance of assets having debit balance, so we have written to balance brought down 1500 on the debit side. One more thing that we should remember, that here in the cash book, debit side is the receipt side and credit side is the payment side. That means what you just have to remember is that if cash is coming into the business, it is receipt and must go to the debit side. If cash is going out from the business, it's a payment, should be recorded at the credit side. Let's discuss the format. Here you can see date, particular, LF, amount or rupees. This is end of our debit side. Same columns are to be written on the credit side as well, that is date, particulars, LF and amount. This is our credit side and this is our debit side. As you can see here, we have written here also debit is the receipts and credit is the payments. Moving towards the next point. And the next point we have is goods sold for cash. Now what is happening here? You sold goods for cash. That means cash is coming into the business and goods going out from the business. Now since cash coming into the business, it's a receipt. So we'll go to receipt side and we'll write to sales. Why have we written sales? Because we have discussed that in your own book you don't write your own name. You always write the name of the opposite party. So cash was debited because of goods going out. And we have discussed that whenever goods move out in the form of sales, they are considered as sales. So to sales account. Achha, if you do it in the form of journal, so do remember what is happening. Cash is coming into the business, real coming into the business. The journal entry will be cash account debit. For this, sales being income has to be credited. So to sales account. Since cash is on the debit side, so we are on the debit side of cash, but we write the name of the opposite party, that is to sales account 600. Let's move towards the next point. The next point is paid salaries. Now, since you have paid salaries, see here, salaries being expenditure. If you paid salaries, what did you actually pay? You actually pay cash. Now, since you paid cash, cash is going out from the business. It's a payment of cash. So, you will go to cash book ka payment side, that is credit side, and will write here by salaries account. If you would have done in the form of journals, then what would have happened? Salaries being expenditure, as per nominal account rule, debit all expenses and losses. Because you paid salaries in the form of cash, cash being real, real goes out, has to be credited. So journal entry should be salaries account debit to cash account. Now here cash is being credited. So we are going on the credit side of cash. We are going on the credit side of cash and will write here by salaries. Got it, students? Moving towards the next point. The next point is received loan from Vishal. Now, when you have taken loan from Vishal, what actually have happened here? You have borrowed loan. That means cash came into the business. Cash came into the business. Real coming into the business has to be debited. Loan from Vishal is going to be your liability, and liability need to be credited. So journal entry, cash account debit to Vishal's loan account. Right, students? Since cash is being debited, we'll go to debit side of cash and we'll write here to Vishal's loan account. Correct, students? Okay. One more thing, if we would have just done in the form of cash book, we wouldn't have taken journal entry into account. Not an issue. We simply would have seen that cash came. So debit side, it's a receipt side. Because of whom cash came? Vishal's loan. Sometimes you people write to Vishal, loan taken from Vishal. That is technically incorrect because we are not supposed to write the whole transaction. We are just supposed to write the correct entry. Moving towards the next point. The next point is goods purchased. Now what is happening here? You purchased goods, which means goods coming into the business, and you purchased goods. So definitely goods did not come randomly. You had to pay cash for that. So cash since going out will go to cash book. Cash since going out will write on the credit side by purchases account 250. If we would have taken journal entry first. So purchases being an expenditure, purchases account debit. Cash going out because of this. So cash being real going out has to be credited. So our journal entry would have taken place purchases account debit to cash account. Right, students? Now since here cash is being credited, so we'll go to cash ka credit side and we'll write by purchases. Next point we have is paid to Gagan. Now since we have paid to Gagan, cash is going out definitely. So we'll go to credit side because cash is going out and we'll write by Gagan. If you see in the form of journal entry, Gagan being receiver got debited and cash being real since going out got credited. So journal entry, Gagan's account debit to cash account 100. So since cash got credited, we have written on credit side by Gagan's account. The next point we have is paid wages. Now since we have paid wages, being an expenditure, wages has to be debited. Being an expenditure, wages has to be debited. So what we'll do? We'll write that wages account debit to cash. Now since cash is on the credit side, we'll go to credit side, but we'll write the name of debit party, that is by wages, rupees 60. Correct, students? If you just do not care about journal, simply remember you paid wages means cash is moving out, cash is going out. And since cash is going out means it's a payment, and payment has to be written on the credit side. You can do it in either ways. Okay, now since we have ended with this, we'll close it down. But before closing down, since it was not there in our entries, hide it for a minute. Now what we are supposed to do here is, we'll check debit total and we'll check credit total. Debit total, as you can see, 1500 plus 600 plus 1000 comes to 2500, 3100. Credit total, as you can see, 900 plus 250 plus 100 plus 60. 1250, 1310. So credit side being 1310, debit side being 3100. Which side is greater? Of course, debit side. So as we have discussed that whichever side is greater, we write on both the sides. But after writing the greater side, both the side, what we are supposed to do is, we'll subtract the greater total, we'll subtract the lowest total from the greater total. That means greater total minus lowest total. So here greater is debit and lower is credit. And always do remember, when it comes to cash, cash always have a debit balance. That means debit should always be greater. If not, either you have done some mistakes or question is technically wrong. So here debit total is 3100 and credit total is 1310. So we'll subtract 1310 from 3100 and the difference will be 1790, which means we had 3100 out of which we spent 1310 and we are left with a balance of 1790, and this is our closing balance. So here we'll write by balance carried down 1790, that is 1790. Okay, this is 31st January. 31st January का closing balance will become the opening balance of 1st February. So on 1st February, two balance brought down 1790. Got it, students? So here we wind up with this topic.